Before we start, please remember that in the description of this video you will find shortcuts to the different sections, so you can go straight to the part in which you are interested. Hotel mapping is an Excel file. Let's open it. The main file has three different sections: the Main tab, presenting the data in text form; the Map tab, presenting the data in graphic form; "60 data tabs to collect raw data for a specific aspect of the operation. We call each of these a map. The Main tab presents filtered data in text form. The buttons to the right allow you to summarize, extract, filter or edit the data as well, print them to PDF or PowerPoint, transfer data from previous versions, access the settings, or add new maps. By default, it shows all maps created so far, with a hyperlink to the raw data. Click on the text in blue to access the related tab. Each map belongs to a category defined by you to make grouping and filtering easier. The Summary button creates a summary of the maps selected, providing numbers and percentages. Select the maps typing any letter in the grey column, for instance, an X. Notice that the text in the button turns red as soon as a map is selected. Click on the button to create the summary. The Comments button shows the comments made for each apartment in the selected maps. It comes in handy when you want to inform the departments of your observations during the inspections. This button allows you to see all the details for each room. Let's see, for instance, all the data pertaining to room 105. The comments made in each map for this room are sorted in chronological order. If you click on the number of photos available for that room, you will open a photo dossier in your web browser, Firefox recommended. There's a separate video explaining how to create these dossiers. Don't worry, it's very easy. The Photos per Room button shows how many pictures are available for each room, the date of the last update, and a link to its photo dossier. The Quick Data Entry button lets you change the information for specific rooms in specific maps, as well as create, edit, or delete your comments. If you use the Quick Data Entry button when you are checking the details of a specific room, the room is selected by default in the Quick Data Entry form, but you can change it if you want. Press the F4 key to select a map, or click on the arrow to the right, or simply start typing the name of the map. Notice how the form tries to guess what you're typing. The form tells you the current code for that room and map. When you write a comment, the date is added automatically. To delete the comments for a specific room in a specific map, simply type a blank space in the comments field. All previous comments will be deleted. In the case of a range-based map, you can change the value and let Excel find the range in which that value is included. There are buttons to print the text, export it to PDF, useful when you want to forward it via email, or PowerPoint, which is ideal when you are working on a presentation for the company. We will see this in detail when we explain the Map tab. The Settings button lets you update hotel name, company name, and headers and footers for printed documents. The audio option lets you select one of the voices in your operating system to announce the actions taken.
This is a sample of text for the different voices available.
This is a sample of text for the different voices available.
Let's say you want a voice with a British accent instead of American.
This is a sample of text for the different voices available.
Or make the announcements in Spanish. You can change the announcements to your liking.
Esto es un ejemplo de texto en español. Escriba o seleccione la habitación de la que desea extraer los datos. Obteniendo los detalles de la 105.
AutoZoom adjusts the zoom level so the information is shown on different screens without the user having to adjust the zoom manually. Backup Files lets you decide how many backup copies you want to store in your local My Documents. In case of server failure or sync problems, you can always find a recent copy in your local computer. There are also some options related to the Export to PowerPoint functionality, but there is no need to change them as they have been factory preset. The Map tab shows a graphical distribution of the rooms in your hotel. A combo box lets you select the map you want to see on screen, and the rooms change their color according to your selection. To the right of the combo box, there is a link to the Related Data tab, but you will find using the Quick Data Entry form more useful for small amounts of data, that you can open by clicking on this icon. You can change the background and font colors to make the map more intuitive by right-clicking on the legend code, as with any other cell in a normal Excel document, and then clicking on the Update Map button. These changes will be stored internally, and you won't have to repeat them again. Changes for bold and italic are ignored. There are buttons for quick entry, print the map or export it to PDF or PowerPoint, as well as access to tutorials and help via email. As stated before, exporting data to PowerPoint is particularly useful when you want to present it to your company. If a PowerPoint document is already open, the data is added in a new slide with the same design as the rest. If no PowerPoint document is already open, a new one is created automatically. This icon lets you edit data quickly without having to go to the Raw Data tabs. You can see the changes you are making by clicking on the Refresh Map button. The bypass options let you ignore some fields for a more effective data entry. Clicking on a room opens its photo dossier in your web browser. Firefox recommended. The Data tabs contain the raw data for each map, with its name, category, automatic updated info, legend and code for each room. These tabs were designed to help you create a new map and easily fill a massive amount of data. Once the raw data has been added, you will rarely need to access the Data tab again, as it is easier to use the quick entry forms. In the Main and Map tabs. You have buttons to recycle a Data tab so you can use it again, convert it to a range-based map or to add your comments, although as stated before it is easier to use the quick entry forms. There are also links you can click to see the colored map, or go straight to the Main tab. Reusing a Data tab with a map you are no longer interested in is as easy as clicking on the Recycle button. All the information is deleted and the tab name is reverted to a number. The next time you create a map, this tab will be used to avoid having jumped over tabs. Let's create a new tab. Suppose you want to keep a record of what kind of courtesy coffee maker there is in each room. Add a relevant name. Do not use special characters. Notice how the tab name changes automatically to the name you have just typed. The updated field changes automatically too. A combo box reminds you what categories you have used in the past, but you are not restricted to that list. Pressing Enter moves the focus to the relevant field. Create a code for each type of coffee maker and a description. You can use up to 12 codes in a legend. Do not assign colors to the legend. That is done automatically, and you can change the colors later in the Map tab. You can type the codes in lowercase if you want. They will be changed to all caps automatically. Notice how the focus moves from one relevant field to the next. Once the legend has been created, filling the data is easy. A quick way is to select a code in this field and click on the button to fill all the blank cells with the code. Another option is to use the Fill Empty Cells with Not Available button. When filling cells, you can use the normal entry methods in any other Excel document, like typing manually the code. Select it in the combo box. Drag the content of other cells like you are used to, being careful to keep Control pressed if there is a number in the code to avoid unwanted changes.